Hey y'all, KJ or whatever. I'm gonna give y'all a quick little story time. Before I do that, go on and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because if you haven't subscribed, what are you really doing with your life? Like, it has to suck because you're not subscribed to me. I'm not understanding. Okay, so this story time is not really that long. I don't think it might end up being long because I'll be rambling. I'll be telling the story. Never mind, we're on to the story. At the time of this story time, I was probably about 16. I don't even think I was 17 yet. If I was 17, I had just turned 17. And my friend, she was like 19. And she had a little brother and he was like 14 or 15 because he was younger than me. Okay, so the story is so weird. I can't believe I'm telling this, but she reminded me of this the other day and she was like, you should tell it. So, I'm gonna name my friend. I'm gonna name my friend Talon. And I'm gonna name her little brother Pewd. So Talon is my homegirl. Like, we still friends to this day. Hey Talon, you know who you is. When you hear the story, you gonna know who you is. Okay, so basically me and Talon was really good friends. And like her little brother, we had been friends since we were little. And her little brother was like my little brother, basically. Like, I adored the kid. Like, that's my little brother. And like today, that's still my little brother and I cut you over. But seriously, like, it's just weird. Okay. So me and Talon was just like really close. So we used to hang out with each other and stuff. And one time I was at Talon's house and me and Talon are chilling. Talon's looking for her picture book. Like, she had a book with like a bunch of pictures of us in it and stuff. And she can't find it. And she's just like, I bet my little brother has it. And I'm just like, why would your little brother have your picture book? She's like, girl, I don't know. He weird. He just take anything. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So me and her, like, she lets it go for probably like an hour and we're chilling, watching TV. And like, you know, we get on the computer a little bit. And then she's like, okay, let's go find my picture book because I need it. And I'm like, what? She's like, I got some more pictures to put in it. I'm like, oh, okay. So we go to her little brother's room and he was at, I think he was at like baseball practice or something. He was at some type of practice. I'm not going to say baseball. We're in his room and his room is gross. Like, he's a little teenage boy. Obviously, his room is gross. It stinks. It smells like dirty socks. So, literally, like, we're moving all his stuff around and she picks up a sock and the sock is just stiff. Like, hard. If you know, you know. We're not going into detail on that, but if you know, you know. So she's like, look, and I'm like, ew. And she's like, ew. And she like throws it because ew. And so a little childish. Okay. So we're digging through his drawers and stuff, and you know, we're not finding anything out of the ordinary. We're not finding anything that he shouldn't have, you know, like we expected to, considering the sock we found. But that ain't what we're looking for. But we're also not finding her photo book. And we're just like, what the heck? Where can this photo book be? So she's in his closet and she's literally like just ripping his stuff out of his closet, like throwing it on the floor, like, screw your room, dude. Like, that's how she's going in. She's just like, I know he has it. I gotta find it. Where is it? I need it. And I'm just like, is it that serious? She's like, it's mine and he shouldn't have it. I'm like, okay. Oh, all right. So, she's like, look under his mattress. So I'm looking under his mattress and I'm just like, yeah, it's not under here. Like, if it was under here, his like, her picture book was like that thick. So like if it was under his mattress, unless it was like directly in the center, like the edge of the bed would have been lifted, you know. So like I'm like, it's definitely not under here. So she's like, well, I don't know, crap. So like I'm going through his desk drawer, I'm like pulling out the drawers or whatever, and I see like some conversations from like messages like he had with other people, and he printed out his conversations. Like that was really strange to me. Like who does that? And I don't mean just like with girls and like things he shouldn't be talking about. I mean like just all of his conversations. There was like stacks and stacks and stacks of conversations that he would print out. He was a weird kid. If you see this Pewd, you were a weird kid. So she's like, I don't know. And then she's like just, you know, like pulling his pillows back, and she looks under his bed and she pulls out a box. And it's like a shoe box, but it's like for a size like 14 shoe. We don't even know where this kid got a shoe box for a size 14 shoe, because he literally wears like a size 8. Okay. And her dad wears like a 10, I think. 10 or 11. So like definitely not his dad's. We don't know where the shoebox came from, but he had it. So she's like, I bet it's in here. And I'm just like, you probably shouldn't look in there. And she's just like, whatever. So she opens it, and she was right. She was definitely right. Her picture book was in there. But this box contained so many freaking pictures of me. I was so creeped out. Oh my gosh. Also in the box there was another crusty sock. Yeah. When I say so many pictures of me, I mean like printed out on like paper. I mean pictures he had stolen from her. And this is the weirdest part. There was pictures he had of me that I had never seen. I never knew about, because when I would be over there with his sister chilling, he would be like creeping in corners with a Polaroid taking pictures of me. You guys, it was so weird, because like I said, this is like my little brother. Like, this is my sweet little innocent little brother. Like, he's not my little brother, but like he was like my little brother. So we didn't confront him. We took the box. And he came in from practice, showered, and he went to his room. And we just hear stuff like being like thrown around, and you know, he comes out and he like busts in her room, and he's like, give me my box. And she's like, what box? And he looks at me and he's like, never mind, we'll talk about it later. And she goes, oh, she knows. And he's just like, he turns like, he's kind of light skinned. He turns like bright red. And I'm just like, oh, poor babe. Like, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's really weird. Yeah. So he's just like, well, just give it to me. And she's like, I want to know why you have all these pictures of her. And I'm just like, don't do that to him. Like, you don't have to do that. It's really unnecessary. But he's just like, I like her, okay? Now give me the box. And she goes, and your nasty, crusty little sock. And he started crying, y'all. He cried, like real tears. And I was just like, it's okay. Like, you don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to cry. And he's just like, no, it's not okay. And I'm like, no, it's really, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Calm down, everybody. Everything's all right. Everybody calm down. It's all right. It's fine. And he's crying, and in his, like, just, it's not like a heart cry. Like, he just has tears running down his face. And then he just goes, and he just runs, like, and tackles his sister, like, back onto the computer desk. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, you ruined everything. I hope you die. And she's just like, wow, I didn't think he would get, like, she's sitting, like, she's still on the ground, like, she hit the desk and, like, fell on the ground, and she's still sitting on the ground, and he grabs the box, and he runs out of the room, and she's like, I didn't think he would get that mad. Like, and I'm just like, it's just normal behavior for you guys. Like, is this how y'all behave? Because, you know, like, he just folded you over a computer desk, ma'am. That definitely was not normal for me. But fast forward a couple of years, I think he grew out of his obsession for me or whatever he had going on, his liking of me, and me and him actually started talking more than me and her. So like we became really, really good friends, and then he ended up going off to school and stuff, and we kind of like lost touch, but like we're still cordial, like we're still like friends. We just don't talk a lot, but we're still friends. So yeah, it was really weird, and me and her are still friends, so we just don't talk every day. So yeah, it all turned, like I said, it wasn't a big deal. Everything turned out fine. It was just kind of weird, like. Okay. That's really all, you guys. That's my story time. I don't really know why I told y'all that, but I just thought I would share it with y'all. Alright, you guys. I'm KJ. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video, and I'm out.